Lesson 74. From A Course in Miracles is a powerful reminder that our true will is not separate from God's. The idea that we have an independent will, one that might be in conflict with the divine, is an illusion created by the ego. In reality, there is only one will, God's will. And because His will is peace, joy, and love, our will must also be peace, joy, and love. This realization has profound implications for how we experience life. If there is no will but God's, then every moment of conflict, struggle, or fear is not real in the ultimate sense. It is something we have mistakenly believed in, but it has no actual power. Conflict only seems real when we identify with the ego, the part of us that wants to be separate, to control, and to fight. But if we pause and step back, we can recognize that underneath all of our struggles, there is an unshakable peace that has always been there. To live this lesson fully means shifting our perspective. It means that instead of trying to fight our way through life, we surrender to something greater, a divine order that is always working for our highest good. Surrender does not mean passivity. It does not mean giving up. Instead, it is the deepest form of trust. It is the understanding that if we align ourselves with love rather than fear, with peace rather than control, we will always be guided in the right direction. The conflicts we experience, whether they are internal battles of doubt and fear or external struggles in our relationships, come from believing in something that is not true. They come from the mistaken idea that we are separate from God and that we have a will that can oppose His. But what if we could step beyond that illusion? What if, instead of resisting life, we allowed ourselves to rest in the truth that only peace is real? This is the invitation of Lesson 74. It is a call to release our inner struggles and trust that we do not need to fight for peace. It is already ours. One of the most practical ways to apply this lesson is by observing how often we believe we are in conflict. If we truly accepted that there is no will but God's, we would never feel torn between choices, never feel threatened by others, and never feel that life is against us. Instead, we would experience a deep sense of calm, knowing that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. But in our daily lives, it is easy to forget this truth. We get caught up in struggles, arguments with others, fears about the future, regrets about the past. We feel as if we are constantly fighting to get what we want, to protect ourselves, to make sure things turn out the way we think they should. The key to breaking free from this cycle is recognizing that every conflict is an illusion. When we feel angry, afraid, or uncertain, we can pause and remind ourselves, there is no will but God's. I cannot be in conflict. This simple statement has the power to shift our entire perception. If we are not in conflict, then what is there to fight against? If God's will is peace, then peace is the only thing that can truly exist. We can practice this by catching ourselves whenever we start to feel resistance. If we are in the middle of an argument, we can take a breath and ask, is this truly a conflict, or am I believing in an illusion? If we are overwhelmed by a difficult situation, we can remind ourselves, I do not need to figure this out alone. God's will is guiding me. And if we feel stuck in fear or doubt, we can affirm, I seek His peace today. The more we practice this, the more natural it becomes. We begin to see that peace is not something we have to earn. It is already here, waiting for us to accept it. Find a comfortable place to sit or lie down. Close your eyes and take a deep, slow breath. Breathe in and exhale. Let go of any tension you may be holding. There is nowhere to be but here. Nothing to do but breathe. Take another deep breath in and exhale slowly. Feel yourself settling into stillness. Now, gently bring to mind the idea, there is no will but God's. Let this thought settle into your awareness. Notice any resistance that comes up. Perhaps a part of you still believes in struggle, in control, in fear. Simply observe it, without judgment. Now ask yourself, what if I didn't have to fight? What if peace is already mine? Breathe in deeply, and as you exhale, allow any tension to dissolve, recognizing inner peace. Now, begin to repeat these words silently in your mind. I cannot be in conflict. I am at peace. Nothing can disturb me. Feel these words as truth, not just thoughts. Feel them settling into your heart, into your body. Imagine a warm, golden light surrounding you. This light represents the truth of who you are, peaceful, whole, complete. Let it fill you with warmth and stillness. Breathe in, my will and God's are one. Breathe out, I choose peace now. Now, bring to mind a situation that has been troubling you. See it clearly without pushing it away. Notice how it makes you feel. Now, gently remind yourself, these conflict thoughts are meaningless. There is no will but God's. I share it with Him. My conflicts about this situation cannot be real. Feel the tension in your body softening. You no longer need to carry this weight. Now, imagine placing the situation into God's hands. Let Him hold it for you. Let Him take the struggle from you. You do not need to fix it. You do not need to control it. You only need to trust. Breathe in, God wills peace for me. Breathe out, I surrender this struggle. Returning to peace. Imagine yourself standing in a vast open space, surrounded by stillness. There is no conflict here, no resistance, only peace, only love. You are safe, you are whole, you are one with God's will. Say silently to yourself, there is no will but God's. I seek His peace today, and I find it within. Take one final deep breath, and exhale. When you are ready, gently open your eyes. Carry this peace with you as you move through your day. Remember, no matter what happens, you can always return to this truth. There is no will but God's, and God's will is peace.